everybody, and welcome back once again to the Brawl for All Pro Wrestling Show, and coming at you once again in a very short time with part 2 here of episode 9, because I wanted to do 2 parts because we couldn't get Stephen Lane on the phone yesterday to be with me and Jeff, so we wanted him to come on and put his 2 cents in still. It's just going to be me and Stephen. How you doing, Stephen?
Pretty good, man.
Been a while. Yeah, but I think that I'm kind of pumped up for the Rumble. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty pumped up. Rumble, in my opinion, the second best pay-per-view of the year. Just the Rumble match itself kind of sells.
Yeah, it always has been, in my opinion. The top 2 have been the Rumble and then Mania. Sometimes the Rumble's better than Mania.
You know, it really, yeah, I agree.
Not in past years, though, but it has been.
Yeah.
I got another thought on the Rumble, too, that's kind of changed that I'll mention later. But did you want to go over the Raw Reunion, right, too, real quick? And give me your thoughts on that, because that was kind of a big Raw to lead into the go-home show to lead into the Rumble. Some kind of cool stuff happened that could change the outcome of the Rumble or whatever, so. You had that stupid, boring opening segment that you talked about so much with me texting during the show about when Lesnar came out and then Cena and then Rollins up on the Titantron. So what did you think of that?
Well, I mean, you got a 3-hour Raw. Like 2 hours, I'm trying to say about 2 hours and 40 minutes of actual, Raw, because the commercial, that's about 20 full minutes of commercials, so it was 28 minutes into Raw before you actually saw wrestling.
Oh, it was bad.
Besides that, the beginning is just,
It's kind of funny, though, how, I'm gotten so used to it that I just kind of sit there and it just doesn't surprise me anymore, and I don't even get pissed. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, I think that they honestly should have, and they'll never do this, but it would be better. They need to start the actual show with the Bray Wyatt thing.
Yeah, why don't they start it off with good matches and then cut the promos about, at least half? Yeah,
I mean, your casual fan turning on wrestling and flipping through it, there's just too much people talking.
The in-ring promo segments are horrible. I really wish they'd just go back to the old way of doing it in the old days where, a guy would come down, he might say a few words before the match, then they'd have the match, and then afterwards he would say what he had to say, and he was out of there.
Yeah.
But now it's all like, here comes fucking Rollins, here comes Cena, dun 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 dun. They gotta play their entrance song, everything for a freaking, to turn into a 30-minute promo in the ring. It's getting.
He's gotta come down with Big Show.
I blame the Attitude Era for it, but at least the Attitude Era, Stone Cold and Rock and guys like that were fun to listen to for 30 minutes. I mean, now it's just like, God, please do something. Huh?
And it's so scripted and it sounds so fake. I mean, oh my God.
Oh, it is scripted. Rollins ain't saying anything that he wants to say. Even on his laugh, that laugh, and shit, I'm like, what the hell? It don't even sound like it's a real laugh.
Right. It's it's kind of comical, and I think it's not a bad thing that he messed up one of his lines, and it's like, he messed up his line because he's trying to...
It's not his fault. It's not his fault. It's the freaking guy's writing it, making him trying to say this stuff, and instead of letting him say what he wants. Right.
I mean, he's tucked my tail between my leg, or my leg between my legs. They're telling him to say this, and he doesn't want to.
But what's funny is that Ambrose said that they'll give him lines to say, and he's had to say them, but he's argued that's something that I'd never say, but he just goes out in there and does it. Now that's not cool.
No, it's
That's not relating to anybody when you're just going out there and saying something that your heart's not into.
Right, and that's not what's organic. I mean, organic is say Triple H, when he gets on the microphone, it's more entertaining because it seems more organic. And
you think so?
Like a good, he's like an improv almost. He's really good
Triple
at that.
H?
Yeah, he'll come and take shots at people, and it's like
But he puts me to sleep bad out there.
Well, no. Whenever he makes fun of people and stuff, it's off the cuff. He's good at the improv.
Yeah, and he don't have to worry about somebody firing him for doing that. That's the That's the thing that's messed up. Is all these other guys got to worry about getting canned if they go off the cusp and say something.
like he's reading off of something that he was told to. He just kind of, he knows what to
Well,
say.
you know he's not. I mean, he's half running the company, so why would he have to have a script? Who's going to argue with that?
Right, but then when they got someone out there, telling them what to say, like, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Like, Reigns like a, what is he, like a poet now? I mean, Reigns?
Reigns. We'll get on to him in a second, but...
Yeah, if they're going to push him, they need to quit doing nursery rhymes, I'll tell you that.
Well, that's stupid, but also, at least he can talk better than Lesnar, and Lesnar's carried the belt for how long?
I actually like Lesnar talking because it's so, like, he's not...
I'm here to fight!
Yeah, like, I came here to fight, get your butt out here, like, to me...
I came here to fight, get your butt out here! That's how he sounds.
Bad.
He sounds so not right for his size, though it's weird.
Yeah.
Like Jericho says, he's got the Mike Tyson syndrome. That's funny.
Yeah, I enjoy Lesnar talking just because it seems more organic because he's so bad at talking.
You're going to piss your pants. Piss right in your pants. So it's John Cena. You be carrying my bags, John Cena.
He does sound like that.
It's weird. Anyway, that's the only problem I got with Lesnar is how he sounds. No wonder they don't let him talk very much. When he did that, John Laurinaitis, when he tried to talk, and then they brought Heyman back, and he never said a word forever.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
My favorite thing was when he was like, what is it? That fear, something about fear. It was like,
John Cena fears me. I don't know.
Something where he said like, oh, no. Like, John Cena, that feeling that you feel. Do you remember that?
Yeah. That feeling that you feel.
Yeah, I
John
feel
Cena. John Cena.
So
I want my own private jet.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I remember all that shit.
You can get on YouTube, listen to this. Get on YouTube and type in Brock Lesnar feel. And it'll come up, because that thing got like 1 million views.
That's hilarious.
That was good stuff.
We already talked about kind of Bryan and Wyatt. What'd you think of that match?
It was okay. It was okay. Good match, but it was a bad match. It was a bad match because they put 2 commercial breaks in the middle of the match. Right,
but like I was texting you, it was a good match that they were having, though, but then it got stupid when the Authority got involved and you knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, but I mean, they had 28 minutes.
Yeah, they did a good length of match, but I hate those commercials during matches and any time.
Well, I mean, they put 2 commercial breaks in the middle of the match. You can't have a good match when, you're turning me off because the commercials didn't happen while they were talking.
Yeah, they're like breaking up the flow of the match.
Yeah, and JR talks about the same exact thing on the podcast. You can't have commercials during the match.
No, you can't because it breaks up the flow of the match.
And I turned the channel for a while after that happened. That just turns me off.
I understand completely. But it was a good match, and they had Wyatt go over, which looks like he could be going towards Taker at Mania, maybe, like they've been saying. If Taker can even lace him up.
I went back and because I had it on DVR, so I just fast forward through all the commercials. But it just flows better when I don't have to watch commercials.
I understand. If you got DVR, I suggest DVR it and then watch it. Like start about 15 minutes later, and then you're able to like fast forward through commercials the entire show. Yeah. If you start a half hour late, I'm pretty sure you're going to get to the whole show without having to hit a commercial. Maybe 1 or 2. I don't know.
You're set then, yeah.
But I hate the commercials. Good, thank God for DVR sometimes. But like sometimes I gotta stream them on my computer, and it's just I can't do that, so I gotta sit there. But
yeah,
I do what I gotta do to watch it. So anyway, yeah, I think Wyatt going over makes him look strong for Taker, even though Bryan got screwed, so he still looks strong. So you never know what's gonna happen. What do you think with Bryan as far as like what they think of him now? Where's his status? You think he's back up to where he was?
Well, it's difficult because I mean, with the fans, I think he's basically like right there again. But I don't know. Like when it comes to say like what Vince, Triple H, or Stephanie thinks of him, I think deep down they never really like him. Say as a person, as his like wrestling ability, but as like a guy they want to give the torch to in a company, I don't think he ever will. I think he'll be in like main event matches. He might carry the championship again, but it won't be no title reign that goes on for so long.
No. I see him giving him maybe one more shot because he didn't get a real opportunity.
Yeah.
But if he gets it next time and it goes like it was going the first time, it's just going to be like, we can't give this guy the belt.
Yeah, and that hair and that beard is just, that's got to go.
He doesn't have enough charisma. All he's got's the yes chant.
Yeah, and I hate that. I hate the yes.
But it's stupid that he's got so much talent in the ring and he can't just go off of that he has to be a talker and freaking has to have a personality just to be on the top whenever he can have great matches. Could you imagine some of the matches he could pull off?
Yeah, like when he comes on and everybody in the arena is going, yes. I'm the one guy in the stands just standing there. Like,
I don't think your look alone should say, like, this guy's got to be a superstar or not, but that's just the way wrestling works, and that's the way the WWE works. He could go to TNA and be a top guy, because they really don't care. But WWE has a look, and they're publicly traded now, and there's so much about the money and what a guy looks like and what he can bring to the table money-wise that it's just bad for guys like Bryan. The only thing helping Bryan is that damn yes chant, and that whole year last year helped him a lot because he was the hottest guy going into Mania last year. If they didn't give him the belt, it would have been bad.
Yeah.
But like we said, it's kind of funny that we came in last year on the Pro Wrestling Rush when we did that talking about the Rumble when Batista won it, and we were all like Bryan should win it practically.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny that he's back just in time again for this. Like, I don't see him giving. He may be one of the guys that they have win the Rumble this year, is what I'm saying. But we'll get to that later.
Yeah, he actually could be the front runners to win it.
He could be one of them. They could be like, maybe we got to give this guy another try. The crowd seems to be liking him still. It's kind of like he hasn't missed a step in the ring, really.
Yeah.
I kind of like they got away from the Bellas with him.
That is good because he doesn't. I think honestly, like say the Bellas with him, that just held him back a little bit. That it seemed like more soap opera type. He needs to be just a
by
wrestler.
himself, right? I like that though too. Moving on from that, we'll have time to talk about Bryan, but they had, I don't know if this came before or after, but they had the IC match with Barrett and Ambrose. I think that came after the panel. The panel was next with HBK and Hogan and Flair. What'd you think of that?
I liked it, but it seemed a little scripted.
It was definitely scripted.
But it's coming from legends. They should be able to pull that off as more organic. But it didn't. It wasn't organic.
Well, it was funny. They probably told him who to say too. Like you had Michaels that claimed he had Wyatt, and then you had Hogan claim he had Daniel Bryan. What a big shocker! And then you had Flair say Ambrose, which nobody said Reigns, nobody said Orton.
The Hogan saying Daniel Bryan made me laugh because I imagined Hogan in like '98, like in WCW,
burying the guy. Oh, he would have been a vanilla midget with all the rest of them.
Dude, the thought of Daniel Bryan being in the ring with him, he would have laughed at him.
Right.
And then when he said, I think Daniel Bryan could win, I was just like, dude, you're so fake.
Now he's pushing him. He's pushing him like he's a next Hogan or something. Like,
like, dude.
Give him the rub. Vince is saying, God damn it, give him the rub.
He would have been like, hey, Eric Bischoff, is this a joke?
Who's signing your checks, Hogan? Give Bryan the rub.
Oh, man. Make him look strong.
Make him look strong. Oh, Vince. I would love to hear some of the conversations Vince has back there.
Yeah.
Because a lot, from what I hear he does do that voice and everything when he's getting all into it.
Oh, God. That's hilarious.
Like he told Ambrose about, like, that dummy thing that he had. I could see you taking these and just ripping them out of the socket. And shit like that. It was funny. Anyway, New Day and... So what, overall, the panel... Oh, yeah, you had Reigns come in there and knock Big Show away or whatever.
Took him 10 minutes to get there to save Flair.
It does take him so long to get down to the ring from that. I hate that entrance where he's coming from the crowd.
You know what? I think no matter what in wrestling, no matter what, there should always be one guy that needs to come out through the crowd And he fits the character, I guess.
I guess that he should. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you had Sandman, Edge and Christian did it for a while. You know, it was time for someone else to do it, but it's kind of funny that he does it while he's trying to, like, save somebody.
Yeah, even on a save, he has to come from 30, 50 feet above the arena. Like, I don't know. Takes forever.
You know, I dig it.
Reigns is growing on me, like I said with Jeff, so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Out of those Shield guys, I mean, you know who I like. I like Brawl.
I like Ambrose out of him, but he does need new attire.
He needs new attire, and thank God he doesn't have the long pink hair anymore.
Oh my God! Did you see that?
Do you remember that?
On that top 10 countdown or whatever I seen.
Did you
top
see
5.
that?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Johnny Moxley.
Oh jeez.
I don't remember when he had that. No.
Neither do I.
No. But yeah, that was just a big thing for Reigns to come out, and then plugs for those 3 guys practically. And then you had New Day, Cesaro.
Oh, New Day, that's the future champions right there.
What'd you say about that? What do you think about them finally getting mics on the entrance?
Well, 2 things come to mind. Why are they just not getting them?
Yeah.
And you know who they could really use? Abraham Washington.
Man, they could have used him.
Dude, could you imagine him on the mic? Like the thing where he had the mic and he called the match outside. I honestly think he could have been one of the most entertaining managers in the history if they wouldn't have fired him.
I don't know why they got rid of Abraham Washington. They never let him wrestle either. It was funny.
Well, the reason why he got fired was because he made a comment when he was doing that thing where he was... Who was he even managing? I don't even remember now.
It was the primetime players.
Okay, that's right. Well, he made a comment about Kobe Bryant and that whole, like, rape case.
Yeah.
He said that while he was doing that during a match, and they were like, oh, okay, we're going to...
Wasn't it the primetime players?
Yeah, it was the primetime players. That was it. Yeah.
Well, that was long after the Kobe case thing.
Yeah, he was made for wrestling, man. That whole gimmick that he had where he had the mic on his face, and he, would call the match for TV, like, as he was managing them. That was good. That was good.
Something really different. Abraham Washington. I did hate that show he had on ECW, though.
Yeah, it was entertaining. Like, do you remember when he had the mic on?
Yeah, but I didn't like the show that he had on ECW.
No. I liked his work just...
When he was just AW.
Yeah, when he was just managing them.
They called him AW.
Yeah, I think he could really help a superstar.
I thought he was...
It's entertaining.
I thought he could talk.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude, that guy's like...
He looked kind of like the guy that plays in Training Day. I'm having a lapse right now. Denzel Washington?
Denzel. That's probably where he got his name.
He looks just like him, dude.
Yeah, Abraham Washington.
It is probably where he got his name. Anyway, going on from that, I think it's funny they finally gave the New Day mics. So they won against I think Cesaro won, didn't they? I can't remember.
Oh God.
Not necessary to even care about, but I'm pretty sure Cesaro got the win. What do you think of them? I don't know. I think they're good. At least they're trying to do something.
Man, Cesaro's really taking a backseat.
Yeah, I don't see him if he don't step it up, I don't see him lasting too much longer.
Well, and they're mashing his name up with Tyson Kidd, not helping either.
And Adam Rose.
Like, Adam Rose is entertaining in a way, and they've just kind of crapped on him, too.
Yeah.
Like, you can just see the death of all these guys.
No kidding.
Just a slow death.
Yeah, I don't see Cesaro lasting too much longer if he can't step it up anymore. Anyway,
I like Cesaro.
I do too, but what's he doing? Taking a major step backwards, in my opinion, but I still think the tag team's good, and they could actually hold the titles, but who knows if that'll ever happen.
Well, I mean, we've seen what Cesaro can do. He can out-wrestle anybody.
I don't know why they ever broke the Real Americans up.
Yeah.
Should have returned them if they were going to put them in a tag team. Because Swagger ain't doing anything either.
Yeah.
He's not doing nothing. Then we had the women's match, which I'm not even really wanting to get into.
Let's pass.
Okay. You had the Ascension Outlaws deal and the NWO and APA confrontation. What do you think of the whole Ascension?
It was a good thing. I just kind of laughed because all those legends relied on the Outlaws to take all the bumps.
They did. They didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
What's his name gave a clothesline from hell, I think.
Yeah.
JBL did.
So,
What do you think of the Ascension period, though, man? Did they look small against the NWO or what?
They did look small. I don't know.
They're no Road Warrior or Demolition, man.
I mean, shouldn't they have just kept their gimmick from NXT?
They really should have. That was a stupid move.
It's like pure WWE stuff. Like,
it is. Let's bring him up and screw him up, because they were pretty good in NXT the way they acted, I thought.
Well, it's just like they sign guys they sign the guys because they're over. And then when they sign them, they change them. It's like, what are you doing?
Now they're calling guys up and changing them. It's weird.
Like, yeah, they're calling the Ascension up, and it's like, that is not the same guys they were. They can't even get over. Like, they can't get over because they don't even know their own gimmick.
Just like the rumors about giving Adrian Neville the Mighty Mouse gimmick. It's like, what the why?
He's not doing that down there, so why are they doing this? Yeah.
Well, Ascension never did it down there with paint and the Road Warrior shoulder pads and stuff. I don't know what that was all about.
I mean, like, not to go off too much topic, like Neville, in my opinion, he's got, a lot of things that are going good for him, but he's got a lot that's going to hold him back.
Yeah, he's small.
He's small.
The look.
His voice. And,
those damn ears.
The ears. I mean, as soon as he picks up a mic, it's not going to be the best.
Those ears, maybe that's why they want to give him the Mighty Mouse gimmick.
He's got the ears.
Jeez. You had Rusev, R-Truth going on from that. I think we're pretty much... Oh, yeah, it set up the Outlaws and Ascension for Rumble.
Yeah.
Anyway. But moving on from that, I don't got much else to say.
Yeah, was Rusev still undefeated, I think?
Rusev, yeah. Defeated R-Truth, jobbing.
He made his debut, around Rumble time last year.
He actually debuted at Rumble before he actually became a real character on TV.
I mean, he's built that he could win the Rumble, but he's not going to because he's not ready to, main event.
He don't need it either.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't need it.
He's over already anyway, I think.
Yeah, he needs to get over and look strong in, the Elimination Chamber or something like that. Maybe,
They need to have him and Cena at Mania, and Cena finally beat him.
Cena needs to put some guys over.
Yeah.
200-0 in the year of 2014, I think. I mean,
he never loses a pay-per-view match,
it never loses. He never gets anybody over.
Then they tossed in Uso and The Miz, which I'm not really didn't care about.
They need to change their music.
Who's that?
The Usos. That music
man, they get old.
That wow, 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 wow. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Anybody listening to this, can you all agree, the Usos music is total garbage?
The Usos, I just don't like them that much.
No, neither do I. They're boring.
Yeah, but I do think they're going to retain the titles.
And, I mean, is everybody in WWE, married to each other? Okay, now one of them is married to Naomi, and now they're involving her in this storyline. They've already been through this with Daniel Bryan and all that.
Which is stupid, because everybody knows Miz is married to Maurice. Why would he want to go after Naomi?
Exactly.
Really?
And, dude, when he slapped Miz, if I was Miz, I would have went backstage and whipped his ass.
God, he really he laid that into him, too. We talked about that.
I would have beat his ass. Oh, yeah, I really would have. Dude. Huh.
Yeah,
I don't want your wife, dude.
Yeah, no joke.
Dude, I got Maurice. Are you serious?
I wonder what happened during that. If that was he told him to lay it in like that, or if that was real, or what.
I really wonder if he did tell him to, or if it was just kind of accidentally, hard, oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
That's funny.
Okay, well, then it was on to the ending of Raw, which you all know that it was Sting's Raw debut. And what'd you think of that, Steven?
That was really cool. It was about time they used him again. And I mean, now that they've used him a second time, I kind of have an idea why they're doing it. You know, they're giving you little nuggets, which is good. Less is more. At least Sting's getting that kind of treatment, and I like it. You
like how he ain't doing anything but coming out and pointing?
I do, because it's like a slow and steady, and then maybe at some point he might become like commissioner, or you know what I mean? Like it's they don't need to throw him in there in the fire. You know, it's like a gradual burn.
It's gonna be him and this is setting up him and Triple H for Mania.
Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it too. Mm-hmm.
I don't see him doing like a commissioner role or anything.
When he was doing it in TNA, dude, it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
Bring back Joker Sting. Yeah, right. They won't do it, but that was funny.
They won't fucking do it, but that was good. That was good. I'm not gonna lie.
I liked it. A lot of people hated that, but I liked Joker Sting.
I like Joker Sting.
He was trying to switch it up, man. It gets boring, the same damn thing after all these years. I don't know. I give him credit for trying something different.
Yeah.
It's what a lot of guys don't do.
Sting's one of the good guys.
Yeah. So Sting's debut was cool, and then they had that beat down by Lesnar, just destroying Brock and Kane, and the whole Rollins thing. And
oh man, he picked Big Show like so easy.
Yeah, he did. He whipped the Big Show around like it was nothing.
Yeah, he did. I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, by the way, did you like Sting?
Yeah,
Sting. I love that on the.
That was good.
Oh, it kills me almost to listen to him say that when Triple H yelled that.
That was good. Yeah, I bet Sting got a kick out of it too.
Oh, geez, Sting.
Oh man.
I think he had to go check his pants after that one.
What'd you think about Sting wearing like red, like blending the red in? I couldn't tell. Maybe they're just trying to sell some red shirts too.
I thought it was a cool idea to blend some red in. He had red on his coat too. Yeah, but did you see he was wearing the gloves that he had in TNA?
Yeah, he was blending it in good. I mean,
no, did you see the gloves he had on were the TNA gloves?
I did not, no.
Yeah, the ones with the little Sting scorpions all over them that are white and black.
That's cool.
I seen it. He was wearing his TNA gloves.
Did it say TNA on it?
I don't know. They got to have a tag on it or something that says TNA.
That's funny. He should just come out in a TNA shirt.
Oh, come out in all TNA gear.
Dude, that still wouldn't save that company.
I bet that if they found out that he wore those gloves, I bet they weren't happy.
I bet they probably weren't. But you know what? I'd have to go back and look at that.
Watch this. Sure. From now on, WWE will have his new gloves for him to wear.
That is funny, dude.
He's like, shit, you guys ain't gonna make me any gloves. I'm gonna wear these. Oh man, it was like he dressed himself. And he did. He had the red trench coat on. Didn't he wear that in TNA?
I don't know.
With the black and red?
He had a bunch of different ones in TNA. Didn't he do like a purple look at one
Did he have like some red paint on his face this time?
No, there was no red paint.
Okay.
No, it was just the red shirt really.
He's really thinning out though on his hair.
Oh my god.
If he didn't slick that back, he'd be looking bad.
Dude, he got that thing in a perm, man.
It looks like his hairline on the side of his head starts like above his ear.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. I pointed that out like right away. Like, God, he's going like
hairspray.
Flair. He's going bald too. So.
Dude, yeah, Flair had a full head of hair when he was like 50.
Well, he has hair, but it's so thin it looks bald from the top. It's funny.
Yeah. He lost his hair late at least, I guess.
Yeah, but Sting's 55, so whatever.
Yeah.
Hogan lost his back in '89 or '86.
Yeah, Flair was bald in like '80.
Hogan's never had any hair.
No, like at least Flair got to keep it, until he was like 50.
The bozo cut. Anyway, so you thought Raw was decent overall, like we thought so.
I think Sting really saved it, and he didn't even say a word.
Sting! Say it right. Anyway, yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought good. Now I wonder.
Too long, but good. It should be an hour less, but whatever.
I wonder what the plan for Sting is next. I mean,
Triple H and him at Mania.
But I wonder, like, is Triple H going to come out on Raw after Monday?
I don't know. We've only got till March 20-something, till Mania.
Really?
Mania's on March 29th or something like that. I can't remember actual day.
You know, I'm really looking forward to, like, is Sting even going to say anything up until that match? Or
You know there's no Elimination Chamber this year.
Oh, okay, good.
It's called WWE Fastlane.
That's a bad name, by the way.
Did you see that?
I saw that.
That's the next pay-per-view is Fastlane.
How did that get, like, approved?
I don't know. They're on the Fastlane to Mania. You know what I mean? Kind of fitting with the road to Mania.
Really?
I don't know. That's my guess. I don't know.
Let's get on the
It's better than
Fastlane.
having Chamber right before that, though, because I hated having that big title match right before Mania.
Man.
So you had the Rumble and Chamber where you didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, you know what, though? I'm glad that they're scrapping the Elimination Chamber because it waters down. Like, they need to save the Elimination Chamber one match just throughout one of the pay-per-views in the year. Like,
I wonder if they're still having Chamber or it's just moved to another date. I don't know.
I don't think so, now that you said that. But they needed to go, like, you know, the 2002 debut of the Elimination Chamber. That's what it should be. One all-out match.
Right.
Because the last few Elimination Chambers, they've had, like, mid-carders in there. Like, Ted DiBiase does not need to be in no Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Come on.
They had too many. I remember one time they had like 3 chambers in a night or 2. And
Well, like, what, the Shield versus the Wyatt family in one of them? Are you kidding me?
they didn't have them, did they?
I think they did.
No.
Didn't they do, like, the Shield versus Wyatt family or something like that?
No, they didn't do that.
No, I feel like they've done something really bad like that. So like,
They
no.
didn't. They've never done nothing but just standard elimination chambers.
Man, they're so watered down.
I'd like to see like a War Games type one. That'd be cool.
Yeah. If we get War Games, it'll only be because of Triple H.
War Games needs to come back though. That's cool.
That was cool.
I love War Games.
Yeah, update it, you know.
Watching them on the network's cool.
Yeah. It is cool. The only bad part is some of the War Games are so old and outdated, but there are cool matches.
I like them. That's like my era though.
Yeah. See, I enjoyed the very last one. You know, the most updated one. They got DP. And good. Yeah.
So, moving on from the Raw Reunion then. Do you want to do your predictions for the Rumble real quick?
Yeah, let's go through all the matches. Yeah.
Okay, well, I got the Usos retaining over Miz and Mizdow, and Jeff had the same pick. What about you?
Yeah, let's go with the Usos.
Okay, any thoughts on that at all?
No, they're just shoving them down our
So you
throat.
just tell me when to go to the next match then. So, Paige and Natalya, I have beating the Bella Twins. Jeff has the Bellas.
You know what? Oh, man. I'll take Paige and Natalya.
Okay, so you're going with me on that one. Cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to really not look too far into it. I'm thinking, like, if I was a booker, who needs to look more strong? I think Natalya's, they're trying to make her look strong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to go with Paige and Natalya.
I just think Paige and Natalya are just going to win the match. I don't know, because they're on the Total Divas and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
And it could start a little feud between them on the show as well.
Yeah, I think Paige is the hottest one out of them all.
Although they did just take the win they won with the Bellas at ringside. So, I don't know if that's an insinuation that the Bellas are going to win, but I'm just going to take Paige and Natalya. I really don't care for that match anyway, so. To the next one, you got Rose and Kid Zaro, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. I have them beating the New Day. What do you think? Jeff had the same pick as me too.
I'm gonna have the New Day.
You're gonna go with the New Day, so you're the only one with the New Day. The more I think about it, I really think that the New Day probably will win that match, but I'm still gonna have to stick with who I picked, and that was Rose and Kid Zaro. So.
Yeah, I'll take New Day. They gotta make them look strong.
They do. They could have a tag run. They really need to make a 6-man tag title. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be. How about the Ascension? I have them over the New Age Outlaws. Jeff has the same pick. No, Jeff chose the Outlaws.
You know, I'm going to take the Ascension.
I had the Ascension and Jeff had the Outlaws.
I'm going to say the Ascension beats them by, like, cheating or something. I just have a feeling that they're going to, like, you know what I mean?
That's if Outlaws stick around. If Outlaws are doing a one in, one out, they're going to put over Ascension clean.
See, I don't think it's going to be a one and done. I think it's going to be continuous, and that's why I think the Ascension will go over. But like they'll be like distracting the referee or something like that, and they'll win, and the Outlaws.
So you've got Ascension by like default, like they're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got Ascension.
I do see the Outlaws sticking around, but if they do a one and done here, I see the Ascension just destroying them. But I have the Ascension winning the match no matter what.
Yeah.
But Jeff picked the Outlaws, but he kind of leaned back towards the Ascension by the end, but he's got to stick with the Outlaws. So going on from that, you have Lesnar, Rollins, and Cena in the three-way, and I have Lesnar retaining the title over Cena and Rollins with a possible cash-in by Rollins at the end.
Yeah,
Jeff agreed.
As you've heard me say before, I think the Money in the Bank briefcase comes into play. I think, like, say Lesnar or whatever, Cena beats Lesnar, okay, and then Cena's celebrating, and I think Rollins cashes in after Lesnar ends up beating up Cena. I mean, because you did see Seth Rollins in that cage match shake Paul Heyman's hand.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so did they scrap that? Like, they acted like that never even happened.
Well, now there's talk that Lesnar's a tweener. And now here's what I'm trying to say. If Lesnar's a tweener, what better way to get a good face heat than him beating Cena clean in the ring with Rollins off, like they almost forgot about him. And then after the match, he's hurt, Lesnar is, and he's able to cash in real quick and capitalize on it and beat Lesnar for the title, which would would start a feud with Rollins and Lesnar if they wanted to go that route. But see, I don't see Rollins main event in WrestleMania. Yeah. So if Lesnar's going to take the belt to Mania, I see him coming out with the belt, but it's going to be strange and it's going to be cool to see what they do. At least they're leaving something up in the air that we really can't call.
I mean, maybe you could hit him over the head with a briefcase and then cash it in on Lesnar.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's good for WWE that they're leaving a match up in the air where it's hard to really predict.
It is hard to predict. I mean, you could cash it in,
You could say that since they want to go with Lesnar as the belt to Mania that he's probably going to win, but then, they change plans. So, like...
You know what would be nuts, though? Like, okay, Cena, Lesnar, Rollins are all just laid out flat or whatever, and Paul Heyman shoves the briefcase in for Rollins, and he hits both of them over the head.
And turns his back on Lesnar?
Yeah, turns his back on Lesnar. There's shock value there.
What a better way to put up a good, pay-per-view buy rate by putting Cena and Lesnar on a tag team.
Yeah.
I mean,
that'd be crazy too.
Could you imagine that team?
That'd be crazy. It could happen.
It could. It really could, because Rollins would have to find a partner. Huh?
He shook his hand with Paul Heyman, and it's like...
Yeah, whatever happened with that? Yeah, they really kind of just haven't said nothing since then.
You go back and be like, do you remember when we shook hands? Like,
yeah.
You guys all missed this, or what?
Right. But, so, what's your final pick?
I'm gonna say... Gosh... Oh, man. So, you know what? That's, like we said, that's so hard.
That's why I just say, I'm saying Lesnar retains, but possible cash-in by Rollins, and Jeff agreed.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's so hard. Like, when is he ever going to cash that briefcase in? Like, I guess Rumble...
He has till next Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Oh, gosh.
So it could be after Mania.
All right. Yeah, I think... He'll cash in the briefcase at WrestleMania. So I'm going to say Lesnar wins.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Lesnar wins.
Yeah, I mean he's the probable choice. I don't see him going with Cena in the main event at Mania, and I don't see him letting Rollins take it. So
yeah, possible cash in though.
Yeah, there is a possible cash in, a little swerve right before Mania, but I see Lesnar getting it back.
I mean, I think if Paul Heyman turns on Lesnar, it gives WrestleMania even more reason to, like, we gotta watch it.
Right, true.
Yeah.
They kind of have ran a course a little bit.
I mean, Lesnar's just cut him out there and he's beating everybody's ass. Like, we need something different. Why doesn't?
And he has been just taking the mic lately and talking on his own from Heyman, and Heyman's kind of looking at him like, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you think about it.
And Lesnar's been just, like, beating everybody up, and he's been getting kind of a good reaction. And if Paul Heyman turned on him, can you imagine the baby face he would be?
Oh yeah. They did it already back in 2003 or 4 or whatever when he got...
Yeah, when he was kind of just on his own.
When they had Big Show do it against him.
Yeah.
Heyman.
Dude, I think Lesnar could get turned on by Paul Heyman, and Lesnar goes on his own. So,
but you're saying Lesnar, though, for the win.
I'm going to say Lesnar for the win.
Even if they cash in, he might not win the belt. But
yeah, that's a crazy scenario to predict, and then when you're wrong, it's like, yeah.
Oh, it's hard, but I'm saying Lesnar.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there is a possibility for a cash in, but I got to say Lesnar retains.
Yeah.
Jeff agreed. So, then for the Rumble, me and Jeff both say Roman Reigns is going to take the Rumble. And go on to face Lesnar at Mania. Like, it seems like they've had it planned for a long time. And the way he's getting over right now and the way that Reigns looks in the ring, I think they might do it. Just because he can't talk, but they don't really ever really... Like, there's some guys that don't care if they talk.
Right.
They like his look. And then having 2'6'3", over 250-pound guys going at it at Mania on the top match for the title, that looks pretty good from WWE's standpoint, the way they like it. Also, yeah, well, they can't have him doing stupid promos, but you're right. But also, Reigns, they need a breakout guy like ASAP. Reigns seems to be like the only guy that has like the total package other than the mic skills. He has the look and everything that WWE needs. Not that I agree with it, but I see them trying to fast track him with a big Rumble win and then take him to Mania and get that, trying to give him over the top with a first title win at WrestleMania on the big stage against Brock Lesnar.
That's the kind of guys they like, though. I mean,
that's what I see him trying to do. It'll be like Reigns' breakout show, just like Bryan had last year. And that's why I see Bryan not winning, because he had his moment last year. Not saying that he can't have another one or he'll win the Rumble some other time. But I just think Reigns, it's going to be his moment this year. You know, they always have somebody break out.
Right. Their moment.
And I see maybe Bryan, and we have yet to even talk about this, but Orton he's scheduled to be at the Rumble. If they have a plan B, I'm saying Orton could be the safe guy to win the Rumble and go to Mania. If they think that the rumors are true that they think that some guys think he's not ready, Reigns, they might just go with Orton instead.
Yeah.
Because he is booked for the Rumble in some capacity, and also he's going to be on Raw and SmackDown the week after. So, he's scheduled for it anyway. So, give it what you want, but Orton could be walking out as the Rumble winner, and the only people that would know are the people that would know he's going to be there, like me and you. So.
Yeah, Randy Orton. That's my pick for Rumble 1, the Royal Rumble winner.
Okay, you're taking Orton.
I'm taking Orton.
I'm hoping he actually is in the Rumble now, but.
Yeah.
I'm going with Reigns. Reigns Lesnar for the Mania match. Yeah, that's my prediction already for Mania. So. Also, we have not talked about this yet, but what is your thoughts on the Macho Man in the 2015 Hall of Fame finally? Like, that's what I think is, like, finally.
That is awesome. It really is awesome. It just kind of stinks that we're not going to be able to, like, hear him cut a promo.
Yeah, I wish they really would have done it when he was alive. Now that he's passed away, and it's just kind of like they're doing it just to do it now. And they really never patched anything up like they did with the Warrior. I was glad to see Warrior there and able to accept the award, and they actually were in talks with the actual guy, and he didn't die before that, like the Macho Man did, because I just see it as a weird move now. And having Hogan induct him, and Macho Man really never cared for Hogan.
Yeah.
That's a real weird move, too, to me, is like...
It is. Have you seen seen those videos on YouTube where Macho Man's like talking about him?
Right. Why don't they have his brother Lanny Poffo induct him?
They don't like Lanny Poffo, I guess. I mean, come on.
I'd say Lanny Poffo, not Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, man. Anytime somebody needs somebody to be inducted, it's always Hogan.
Yeah, I'm sure Lanny Poffo and Hulk Hogan talked. Maybe Lanny Poffo said, hey.
Maybe he did, but, man.
You know, maybe deep down I think Macho Man would you know.
He'd want Lanny out there and his family out there doing it, just like they did with Mr. Perfect. He had his whole family out there, his kids, his wife. They all were out there.
Yeah.
Inducting him.
Man.
They were out there to accept the award. Maybe let's hope Lanny and them come out and accept the award. Okay, I never thought about it in that way.
I think they will, because they usually do have those two different people that do that.
You're right. So maybe Hogan's just the only guy they had really of a level that they wanted to star power. He's fought Randy at Mania.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird that he didn't really like Hogan, but Hogan's going to induct him. Like, because him and Hogan probably never patched up completely.
Yeah.
I guess Hogan said he had talked to him a couple times before he died and they were cool, but I don't think he ever patched it up completely. So Hogan's just jumping in there like he's cool with Macho Man now, but whatever. So yeah, I see. I gotta take all that back. Lanny Poffo probably will induct him. Let's hope so, anyway.
Yeah.
But I thank God that he's in there, Macho Man. And what do you think about the possibility of Kevin Nash in the Hall of Fame? I've heard rumors of this.
I dig it.
Even though he's kind of mad at WWE for suspending his contract over that deal that I think was total bullshit that he even got ticketed in the first place. I'm glad the charges got dropped, but I heard he was upset even at Raw there was some unrest, even though he showed up, that he had said some stuff on Twitter and stuff about, it's kind of hard to come back after that suspension. But he actually did, and there has been talks of him in the Hall of Fame, so maybe that's why he's trying to stay in good graces with them. I do think Big Daddy Kevin Nash needs to go in there.
Oh, dude, yes.
I don't know. Will they do like they did with Scott Hall and induct him as Diesel? If they do, I won't like it.
I think he'll just go in as Kevin Nash.
You think?
I think so, yeah.
Scott Hall came back as Scott Hall and had probably his best years with Scott Hall, but they inducted him as Razor Ramon.
Which was weird.
Yeah, and that's what I think they may do with freaking Nash just because they own the name Diesel.
Maybe they go in as the Outsiders. No,
That'd be sweet. They need to do that later on.
Too sweet.
Before they're dead, just induct the whole clique.
Yeah.
So who's some guys you would like to see go in?
DDP.
DDP would be good.
Yeah, he needs to go in.
I don't understand why British Bulldog ain't in there.
Yeah.
Why isn't Pillman in there?
Yeah.
The Hart Foundation?
Is Booker T in?
I think Booker did go in.
Yeah, it's weird how
last year or the year before.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he did. I may be wrong, but I think he's in there. It's hard to remember now who's all in there and not. But why not some of those guys like Pillman, British Bulldog? There's some other ones too that I'm not thinking of right off the top of my head that were really good that should be in there. The whole Hart Foundation should go in.
Yep, they should be in.
Owen Hart.
I mean, I think Owen Hart needs to be in as a headliner.
He's going to headline maybe, one of these years, but man, they need to put him in there already.
Sting needs to be a headliner, and Owen Hart needs to be a headliner.
I just don't see Owen anytime soon, though.
They need to put Owen in there like last year or year before that.
He should be in there already. They do it to every other guy that died, except for Pillman. And what they have against Pillman?
I keep bounced around everywhere.
It was just because of the drugs and alcohol he was on and stuff that they kind of turn a blind eye to him.
I mean, he's not a headliner.
Yeah, but he deserves to be in there, man.
He deserves to be in there. I mean, Coco B. Ware's in there, so.
Well, yeah, and he was better than Coco.
I mean,
anyway.
Coco's the one, you go by, Coco's like the least talented guy in the Hall of Fame, so that's the guy you just point at as like, he's in it, like, everybody should be in.
What about Goldberg?
He's a headliner.
He should go in there. And that's the thing I wanted to say was Goldberg is open to talks with WWE on bringing him back. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that would be cool.
I could see him putting a program with Ryback.
Yeah.
Now that Ryback's back to where he was when they were in talks the first time.
Yeah. That'd be cool. I mean, Goldberg could probably still do it.
I think so, too.
I mean, I don't know what his, legs look like. It seems like all these guys that come back, their, legs, shrink. I mean, even, Batista, his legs were smaller. We all saw it. Brock Lesnar has no legs. He doesn't. They're all pasty white, skinny legs.
Little chicken legs.
I mean,
Roddy Piper, the Roddy Piper syndrome.
Dude, Roddy Piper had no legs, the last 10 years he wrestles. Dude, he looked so bad in that War Games match. Did you see that?
I haven't watched that in a while.
Dude, it looks like someone, stuck a needle in him and, sucked out, any muscle he had.
That's hilarious.
And, he knows he has no leg. He can, barely walk. He has no legs.
Oh, he wears that kilt now to cover him up.
He's better off wearing some jeans like Dean Ambrose. I mean,
so what was what did you have to say that you wanted to say for the show?
Oh, I don't know why it popped in my head today, but do you remember when Pat Patterson, his gimmick had the skid marks on his underwear?
I don't remember, man.
You don't remember when he was giving the stink face to people and he was the hardcore champion, I think?
Oh, Jesus. How did I miss that? He had skid marks, huh?
Yeah, do you remember he had the skid mark gimmick and he was giving stink faces to people? And remember he beat Gerald Briscoe for the hardcore title?
I do remember them having a match or something, yeah.
Yeah, and he did it with the skid. He had the big brown skid mark on his underwear. Oh my God. I was like, dude, Jeff's going to remember that so easily.
Dude, I don't really remember. That's insane.
Yeah, I'm going to have to look it up on YouTube.
I'll definitely look that up, though, but that sounds crazy.
They need to do stuff
almost
like that.
like Mae Young having the hand with Mark Henry.
The legendary hand gimmick.
Oh man, that was bad.
Oh geez.
Well,
I think Katie Vick needs to go into the Hall of Fame. Put
Katie Vick and Chronic in the Hall of Fame.
Put Wrath and Glacier in.
Wrath and Glacier should go in, yeah.
Dude, Glacier looks like
El Dandy and Hall of Wicked.
I mean, Glacier seriously looks like a guy that came off tough enough, and they're like, well, we'll just put a big blue singlet over you, and we'll just call you.
They should put the LWO in, the Latino World Order.
Oh, geez.
The oddities. I'm still pushing for them.
The Oddity Conan, La Parka.
Oh, man.
Dude, even Juventud Guerrero could be he's more talented than Coco.
You mean
Beware.
the Juice?
I mean, come on. Psychosis is more talented than Coco Beware.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, those guys were serious cruiserweight champions. Yeesh.
Coco Beware.
They seriously need to have a physical Hall of Fame where they have items. You know what I mean? Items. Like baseball Hall of Fame. That Kurt Schilling's bloody sock is in the Hall of Fame. They need to do that. Because they need to have...
How about Briscoe's streaked underwear?
You know, Pat Patterson, skid mark...
Or yeah, Patterson, excuse me. Yeah. Streaked out underwear. That'd be great.
They need to have that.
The actual hand that Mae Young gave birth to.
Yeah. You know, the briefcases when they cash in and all
IRS's briefcase.
Yeah. Dude, I've heard that they want to make a physical Hall of Fame, the Orlando area. Maybe.
They should do it. They should make an actual Hall of Fame.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Well, Steven, we have went quite a while, almost an hour, so yeah, I'm going to say we're going to wrap this one up for part 2 and call the episode 9 finish finally. If you haven't listened to part 1, go back and check it out. Me and Jeff did this Tuesday. We did it Tuesday night. It's Thursday night when we're recording this. So, yeah, go back and check that out. But other than that, me, Steven, and Jeff will be coming at you right after the Royal Rumble. We're going to be doing a show and posting that up after Sunday. So, right, Steven?
Absolutely.
We'll be watching that together, and I can't wait, man. So, I will see you Sunday, and I'm going to say peace out to everybody, and thanks for listening.
Peace out, and I will see you guys at the Rumble.
Yep, see you at the Rumble, episode 10. Comment, whatever, man. Give us a like, give us a sub. Let us know how we're doing. Any questions you got, we'll answer them. So, Steven, I'm going to say peace out.
Yep, peace out, dude.